wanted. Any information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons who destroyed the historic mop tree. I'll, keep an eye out for them. I've got to get down to the voodoo shop before it's too late. Did you feel the earthquake?
I was too busy running for my life.
You saved the cookbook.
Yes, I saved the cookbook. The ceiling was collapsing, the building was on fire, people running everywhere, and I saved the cookbook.
Why?
Excellent question. I can think of 100 other things I'd rather have saved. My favorite 12-inch knife, my collection of rare spices, the painting of my father, the mop that I painstakingly crafted with my own hands, my cat. But in a crisis, you don't think. There isn't time. You just act. And by acting, you expose your inner self. Heroism and villainy are revealed in moments like these. Me? I saved the cookbook. You're welcome.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
No, you can't take it! With my bar gone and no hope to repair it, this is all I have left!
It's only slightly singed. Carla might not even notice. How come you're still here? The bar is half collapsed and slightly on fire.
Not done with my drink.
What are you drinking?
Soda with a twist of avocado. It might be a little fizzy for your grog palate.
Oh, sounds exotic.
Not done with my drink.
I've been searching for the secret since before you were born!
That's exactly my point! Finding the secret is a young pirate's game!
Years of experience and me relentless drive will ensure the secret be mine!
Only if you don't have a heart attack first! Ha! Last chance to give it up! Then we obliterate you!
Get off my ocean!
I'm impressed by your crosswind ramming technique. I'll have to add that to my book.
My crew is quite skilled when given the right motivation.
I am still worried about Threepwood. He shows up in the most unexpected ways.
We don't have to worry about Threepwood anymore. I left him broken and near death at the bottom of a cliff. His eye was pussing up, and bone was protruding from his leg. Animals have probably already scattered his limbs from one end of the island to the other.
So it's agreed. We stop fighting each other and we join forces to find the secret.
Agreed. No funny stuff. We split the secret. Teammates.
Someone defaced Elaine's scurvy flyer. Am I too late? Was LeChuck here? Did Madison come? Did they get it? Where's the secret? Yeah, I'll bet the secret of Monkey Island is in there. It just has to be. You've had it all this time!
I possess little and much. To what are you referring?
Don't play dumb with me. I have the map. The secret of Monkey Island is here.
What is it you wish to know?
Can't you read my mind?
No need. I can read your face well enough. The secret is where you suspect it is. Inside the large safe near the front door.
Where are the keys to the safe? I'd like to get it open as soon as possible.
I am prevented from helping you with the keys. But there is one close by who knows much.
How do I find him?
Her, and she will find you.
How do you know that?
She is outside the shop.
Why did you take the secret? Doesn't it belong on Monkey Island?
I have taken nothing. The safe came to me as you see it and belongs to someone else. I accepted a fee and cast a spell upon it to prevent it being moved. That is all.
Who owns the safe?
Alas, there are forces which prevent me from revealing the true owner. A contract signed in blood with gruesome punishments for disclosure.
Some kind of a voodoo thing?
No.
How could you keep this a secret from me? You knew I was looking for it.
It is not a secret from you, Guybrush Threepwood. It is a secret. Full stop. I am bound by an agreement.
Have LeChuck or Captain Madison been here?
No.
That's weird. They were way ahead of me.
Sometimes it's better to have two enemies than one. But you should not waste time.
I might have more questions for you later.
I might have answers, but I make no promises.
What happened to your cauldron?
I sold it to a soup shop on another island. They didn't mind the magic spell residue.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. That key doesn't go here. The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here. Gross. Looks like day-old avocado soup. Ah!
You found the secret. You are a spark among fallen leaves.
Are you the one who knows about the keys?
More than most. I am Whiteling Bones. Whitey. Like you, the hunt for the secret consumes me. Like you, I know where the secret lies, but lack the means to open the safe. You must have many questions.
How do I open the safe?
5 locks, 5 keys. Golden keys. Hidden long ago.
What do the golden keys look like?
They're gold. It's just paint, but they look nice.
Where can I find the golden keys?
Most are found already. Got one myself. Old Mrs. Smith had one before she died, and Bella Fisher, too. Also, I heard one was found on Bermuda.
That's only 4.
One more was supposed to be hidden on Terror Island. That one has never been found.
Hang on, I'm writing all this down on my to-do list. This doesn't sound so hard.
A lot of people don't come back from Terror Island. Also, Bella Fisher sank out at sea and nobody knows where. Took her key with her.
Oh.
Others stopped trying so hard after that. Not many still seeking the golden keys. Maybe just me. And now, you.
Can I borrow the key you have, just to try it out?
Not so fast, bright boy. Whitey Bones is not such an easy mark. You prove yourself. Get some skin in the game. Find me when you've got more keys than I do, and maybe I'd talk partnership.
How come I never heard about any of this before. I'm kind of a secret of Monkey Island buff. You'd think I'd know about it.
The clues were buried deep and clever. Only a few ever puzzled them out, and we keep ourselves to ourselves.
This all seems needlessly complicated.
Life is like that sometimes. Best just enjoy the ride.
You seem more lucid than when you were hanging out of the window on High Street.
We all got our good days and our bad ones. If you don't know already, then you'll see.
See you around, Whitey. I've got keys to track down.
Okay, bright boy. But you watch your step. There is a curse. The keys are protected by a terrible curse. Beware.
Whoa! A curse? Really?
No. I mean, yes, she did say that, but she was just being dramatic. Whitey likes to make a big exit. Well, one thing's for sure. I don't know how to get to either of those islands she mentioned. I'd better get a good sea map right away. Never seen one of those before. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny. Somewhat understated, and somewhat overpriced. Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. Hey, Wally. Have you got a sea map of the local area? Can you jot down the locations of Terror Island and Bermuda?
No problem. I'll also add a few extras. The ship tracking feature is going to blow your mind. It's a little trick, I know. You need to be able to go the extra mile if you want to make it in the big time, like me. Be careful. The last pirates I made a map to Terror Island for were never seen again. And Bermuda can chill you to the bone. Not many pirates want to head up there. Oh, and when you get to Scurvy Island, say hi to Elaine for me.
Thanks, Wally. And sorry about blowing you up that one time. Hey, Wally. What was the deal with all the crazy maps on Monkey Island?
I made the map to the secret, and a darn good one, I might add. But what other people do with it after purchase is not my legal responsibility.
Why didn't you tell me the map said the secret was right across the street? That would have saved me a lot of time.
Sorry, but I was all NDA'd up on that one.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to the Codswallop, Threepwood.
Thanks.
We feature the freshest fish on the block.
and the freshest company as well.
Whether you're here to buy or just pass the time, we don't mind. Though, of course, we do prefer it if you make a purchase.
I haven't forgotten about the discount you offered me.
Yes.
We've really got to stop doing that.
I know.
What are these little yellow guys?
They're lump suckers. Easy to eat and great for sucking out cysts and boils.
These are tremendous. What are they?
We don't actually know. Found them at the bottom of the shipment.
Are these eels?
Hagfish. Very tasty, but don't let them get around your neck.
What are these pointy ones?
Slime heads. Some folks like to cut off the pointy parts before eating, but that's a personal choice.
What are these blobby guys?
Toadfish. Surprisingly, no relation to actual toads.
He's a handsome devil.
First fish I ever caught. Couldn't bear to eat it. Of course, I was only a lad of 3 at the time.
Nice crab.
Fought him for 11 hours. Sorely wanted to eat him, but it weren't crab season at the time.
Nice shark.
Don't let the size fool ya. The coral fire shark is the most dangerous shark of all. That one took down 17 good sailors and 3 dinghies before we even reeled him in.
They have hagfish, toadfish, slimehead, bloater, and lumpsucker. What's that flag with all the holes in it?
Quite proud of that. We caught it up in a fishing net one day. 'Tis one of the signature flags of Bella Fisher herself.
Bella Fisher? That was Bella Fisher's flag?
That's what I said, yes.
Is the flag for sale?
Bite your tongue. That's property of the chums.
With the who?
No one.
It's too late. The bait's out of the bag. We might as well tell him.
Yeah, tell me.
The Chums is by way of being a semi-secret society of anglers. Indeed, a bit more semi than we were just a minute ago.
Sorry.
Anglers?
That means people who fish.
Mostly we tell stories.
Aye, stories about fish.
Can I join the Chums?
Well...
I can tell a good story.
Have you got any good fish stories?
Yeah. One time, I was swallowed by a manatee.
Stop right there. Let me give you some advice. Make the story about a whale instead.
But it wasn't a whale. It was a manatee.
No one knows what a manatee is. Trust me, make it a whale. It'll be better.
Okay.
Now, because I like your enthusiasm, and for no other reason, I'm going to induct you into the Chums.
Yes!
Take this fishing lure. Other Chums will have these too, on their clothes or displayed somewhere. Go out and find them, show them your lure, and tell them your story. They'll give you advice.
I'm great at taking advice.
Learn all you can, then come back here and tell us your story again.
Where can I find Chums who aren't you guys?
You could start with that young pirate that hangs around at the Scum Bar.
Don't tell him where to start. He's supposed to look for the lures.
Sorry.
That's an amazing trophy you have there.
Aye, that's a combination trophy and fly swatter, in case we ever get an insect infestation.
What are those fish up there called?
Bloaters. Best not to ask why.
It's a copy of At the End of the Plank.
Oh, aye, a gift from a good friend. I haven't actually read it myself yet.
That's an interesting mounting method.
Caught that one trying to escape.
How much for the goldfish?
Sushi's a pet. She's not for sale at any price.
Sushi is the name of the goldfish from Zach McCracken.
Excellent, Marlin.
Aye, that ain't real. It's a promotional item from a local yak butter fellow. But it looks nice enough.
Are the blowfish for sale?
No, indeed. These are for personal use. They're excellent for burping contests. Care to join us?
Don't mind if I do.
Winner gets to keep the blowfish. Aye, well done. I hereby declare this a draw.
I'd like to buy some fish.
That's an excellent life decision, me lad. Today we've got hagfish, toadfish, slimehead, bloater, and lumpsucker. What'll it be?
Hagfish.
Here's a box full. Should be plenty. You want me to run a tab for you?
Sure. And don't forget the discount.
Aye. Aye. First box will be on the house then.
Thanks. It seems to be stuck closed. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to...
Hi there.
Hi. Hello again. Would your mother perhaps have been known as Old Mrs. Smith? Whitey Bones said something about an Old Mrs. Smith.
Well, I didn't call her that. But I suppose some people did. Mainly when she was older.
Did your mother find any of those golden keys she was looking for?
One. She left it to me in her will.
I will pay you any amount of money you like for your mother's key.
When my mother died, her personal possessions went into probate with the court. When they came out of probate, I was still too devastated to claim them. As you can see from this letter the court sent, they and the key have been destroyed.
Well, this is an unexpected wrinkle. What happened to your mother's golden key?
As you can see from the letter I gave you, the court destroyed the key.
Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Probate Order 1673832, pursuant to Statute E, Section C, subsection IS. By order of the court, the following unclaimed personal effects have been destroyed. Golden key, fancy box. Looks official. It's got a wax seal of a parrot on it. Ugh, they're more like snakes than fish. I wonder what they're waiting for. What are y'all waiting for?
Earthquake relief. And you'd better not be looking to jump the line.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Those who cut, get cut. Hey!
Thanks, Carla. Good luck. Guybrush.
Hi.
I want to hear all about the secret, but I've got to go back to Scurvy Island right now. Let's talk later.
Okay. Have you seen the line of people outside?
Those are citizens who were affected by the quake. But there isn't any money in the coffers to support the relief effort. I'm basically handing out IOUs.
Can I get in on some of that sweet, sweet disaster relief?
I already told you there's no money. I'm handing out IOUs.
I'll take what I can get.
Fine, it's not real money anyway. I have to list a purpose, so what's it for?
We need to get the shipyard fixed up.
If you say so. This is just a promise from the town to back your relief project at a later date. Don't get too excited.
The Sea Monkey 2 is almost as nice, and it's a lot bigger.
Hey, Guybrush!
Otis. What are we gonna do with you?
I didn't do anything this time. I was framed.
What did you do to get arrested this time?
Nothing. I was just standing there minding my own business, applying for earthquake relief. Did you know you're only allowed to do that once?
There is no justice. Where's Stan? Did they let him go?
No, Stan got sentenced to hard time. Did you know he was representing himself?
I've heard that's unwise.
They took him to the ice quarry on Bermuda.
I'd like you to tell the museum curator about our jailbreak all those years ago. The one with the mugs of grog. He doesn't seem to have the story quite right.
Of course, the truth is important. When I am free again, I will pay him a visit.
Well, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Let's visit again soon.
Have your people call my people.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off. It says jail rules. 1. It's been reduced to rubble. Stan's building collapsed. This place looks like there's a torn picture in here. This half shows Stan himself. It's a good likeness of Stan, but someone's torn off whoever was next to him. This must be that old toothbrush Stan wanted. It's nicely dried, pre-cut, and ready to go. I think I'll fill up my coat pockets with this bulky firewood. Seems like it might come in handy somewhere, and I'm sure no one will miss it. Tell me about this flag.
Oh, it's a super valuable artifact I recently acquired. One of Bella Fisher's original pirate flags. One of only 3 known to exist.
2 parrots. Security's been beefed up. Or, I should say, parroted up.
You're right. It won't budge.
It's strong magic.
I can still get it open with a spell, but I need a good power spot.
It beats trying to find the keys. We don't even know where to start. It could take forever. Only a fool would do that.
I know an excellent place for power spells, but it's not on this island.
No problem. We can craft it there and then come back here.
We'll take my ship.
I'll stay here to keep an eye on the safe.
And steal the secret yourself? I don't think so.
Stop it. Clearly, no one trusts anyone to stay behind. We'll all go together.
What if someone else finds out the thing is here?
The only map is lost somewhere on Monkey Island. Probably eaten by a wild boar by now.
The map maker knows it's here. I've got a bone to pick with him anyway. I'm thinking maybe one of the large ones in the leg.
Ah, Scurvy Island. This is where Elaine's been growing all the limes for the Marley Foundation's Scurvy project. She's probably back here by now. I can't wait to see her. It says the Marley Foundation's Scurvy Treatment and Prevention League, or STAPL, welcomes you to Scurvy Island, 1.5 miles to STAPL headquarters. It's a very realistic likeness of the scarlet-plumed point and snip bird. I didn't know Elaine was into woodworking. Whoa, had me fooled. Wow, Elaine sure has been busy. I better talk to Elaine before I steal any limes from the foundation she's worked so hard to set up. Whoa! Whoa! The bird has a torn picture in its nest. Is that a picture of me? Ah! Whoa! Elaine and I debate about whether it looks like a parrot or a cockatoo. That's where all the driftwood goes during driftwood mating season. That's where all the driftwood goes during driftwood mating season. Elaine and I swim there sometimes. These groves go on forever. Elaine and I debate about whether it looks like a parrot or a cockatoo. Elaine, are you decent? Hello? Hi, I'm working due west of Driftwood Beach and due south of the lake today. I pinched a yak with it once, and then I sort of accidentally pinched the staple remover. I had it for years before I remembered to give it back. It obviously means something to Elaine, too. It obviously means something to Elaine, too. Hey, this used to be a picture of both of us. What happened to the me part? Pirates used to have to steal this from Elaine to prove themselves. Now, at least that's what they told me when they made me do it. Hi.
Hi.
I was hoping I'd run into you again.
I was hoping that too. What happened at the voodoo shop? Did you get the secret?
Not yet, but I'm closer than ever. I just have to gather a few golden keys together and I'm good to go.
That sounds promising. What about LeChuck and Captain Madison?
They weren't there, oddly enough.
Well, be careful.
How's your project going?
The project has hit a snag. We have plenty of limes, as you can see, but people are refusing to take them. They say they don't like the taste, and they don't believe they'll help with scurvy. And they don't want to sacrifice valuable cargo space that can be used for booty. As an elected official, I could have issued an edict, but as a private citizen, I have to convince people. I tried this flyer.
Yeah, I've read part of this.
I know it's terribly dry, but the facts are there.
Have you tried using a different font? Comic Sans, for example.
Yes, but I need a small one to fit all the information on.
What about adding bullet points? They could be little limes.
People not liking limes is part of the problem, though.
Good point. What if the text was centered instead of left justified?
Somehow I don't think that's going to make a lot of difference.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
It's basically a sales and marketing problem, and neither of us is an expert in either of those things.
I see what you mean. I'll hang on to the flyer. Maybe I can find a sales and marketing expert to look at it.
Okay.
Ahoy!
Ahoy!
Permission to come aboard.
Afraid we can't let you do that.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
This isn't a protocol issue.
Although we do enjoy a good protocol.
Are you going to let me talk?
Apparently, that's what you enjoy doing.
There's been a deadly scurvy outbreak on the ship. We're under strict quarantine, so we don't infect others with this deadly pathogen.
Have a look at this flyer on limes.
Ascorbic acid deficiency, collagen synthesis, mucous membranes.
Hey, that is a bunch of science nonsense.
We won't have any of that around here.
It's all a trick to track our plunder.
As if you have any plunder.
Where'd you get that cool flag with all the holes? Looks familiar.
We found it floating in the ocean. It's one of Bella Fisher's flags. She probably lost it when her ship went down.
We're afraid to take it down and offend the scurvy gods.
There is no such thing as the scurvy gods.
Well, then why is there scurvy? Answer me that.
Can I have your flag?
Did you not hear me? Scurvy! On board! Quarantine!
Well, you could just toss it down to me.
Best not to risk it. It's probably crawling with scurvy, trust me.
I don't think scurvy is contagious.
You don't know that. My mom's gardener's second cousin's pastry chef says it is.
It's a scientific fact.
No, don't try to snow us with your science quackery.
If scurvy wasn't contagious, then only one person would have it.
Duh.
Bye. Don't let the scurvy bite you.
Scurvy bites? I knew this was bad.
Hey, Murray.
Have you tried scurvy? It would suit you.
Halt, ship! If that's what you can call that.
Made it myself. It's a source of pride.
This is a scurvy inspection point. The law requires that you're carrying limes before I allow you to proceed north.
Have I mentioned my wife is spearheading a...
Good for you. Due to an outbreak of scurvy, all ships heading north are required to carry limes.
Sounds like a reasonable law.
You will have to turn back. Failure to do so will result in fines, incarceration, and/or scurvy.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you spare any limes?
You can take a few. Well, like I said, I'm having trouble giving them away.
You should try limes. They help prevent scurvy.
Where did you hear that?
Is that more of your science mumbo-jumbo?
You need to leave before you catch scurvy.
Bye. Don't let the scurvy bite you.
Back so soon? This is a scurvy inspection point. The law requires that you're carrying limes before I allow you to proceed north.
Here, look, I have limes, see?
To proceed north, you'll have to fill out a customs declaration form. Name?
Mr. Elaine Marley.
Fill this out and be completely honest. Right, let's see how you've done. Good answer. Interesting you would check that one. Good penmanship. Not checking that was smart. Okay, this looks in order. You may proceed with full approval of the Bermuda Port Authority.
A bucket filled to the brim with rotten fish bones. I'm staying far away from this. It's a very regal-looking ice sculpture. It says, Courthouse of Bermuda.
Order! Order in the court! I am going to cite you for contempt of court for not asking permission to approach the bench.
I humbly apologize. May I approach the bench, Your Honor?
You may approach the bench. Court is now in session. Judge Plank presiding. How do you plead?
There must be some mistake here.
Order! Order in the court! Quiet on the gallery, or there will be arrests.
Did I mention I am searching for the secret of Monkey Island?
Until it becomes a legal matter before the court, it is of no interest to me. Although, I do remember a case several years back where the secret was claimed to be a fraud and a scam to sell computer games. I believe that was settled out of court for a substantial sum.
That is all, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned!
It's locked. Maybe I'll come back later. Hi. Any chance I could get inside the quarry?
Not many try to get in here, just out. What's the purpose of your visit?
It's a social call.
We do have a visitation policy, but it's quite strict. Who are you here to see?
Stan.
We do have a Stan. I'm a little surprised he'd have a visitor. Can you prove you know him?
I can describe him. Loud jacket. Never stops moving his arms. Or his lips.
That does sound like him, but I'm supposed to see some actual physical evidence. Just bring me something that shows you two have ever been in a room together. That way, I can tell my boss that I did my job.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
One time, my ship was swallowed by a whale.
Listen, let me tell you something about anglers.
By which you mean people who fish?
Right, but if you are one, you'd say angler.
I would?
Every subculture has its own special language, words with significance specific to that subculture. When you use them, you convey both meaning and membership.
That sounds good.
That's why authentic sounding fish stories always have plenty of angler lingo. For example, I wouldn't tell people a big fish broke my string. I'd say I was jigging with a hard bait when a strike from a lunker snapped my leader.
That's both highly specific and difficult to understand.
Exactly the point. Want to give it a try?
Okay, one time. My ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one.
Yeah, that's the way. You almost sound like a real angler. Clearly, you've got a lot to learn. You'll want to find some other chums to practice on.
Okay. Is there anything special about this stump?
No, why?
Well, it was tagged, so I thought, you know, maybe there would be a great gag about a secret opening to a system of tunnels or something like that.
Please don't joke about tunnels next to the prison, sir.
Nice view. Roaring fire, melting ice, very hoogly.
Welcome, loyal subject.
At the end of the plank.
My only copy. Please don't touch it.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Grunt.
Well, see you around. Your Majesty?
No need to be so formal. This is Bermuda. You're Guybrush Threepwood, aren't you? I'm Odina the Ninth. I know your wife.
Elaine?
You sound uncertain. How many wives have you got?
Just the one I'm aware of.
What brings you north of the 19th parallel, Guybrush?
Your crown, as a matter of fact.
Get in line. Everybody wants the crown.
Everybody?
The Crown of Keys is a ceremonial artifact worn by the reigning queen of Bermuda. It was originally fashioned from the house keys of the citizens as a gesture of trust.
And or submission?
My predecessor as queen is the one who added the golden key. I think it gives a certain pizzazz.
Perhaps I would be able to help safeguard that valuable item.
I think it's perfectly safe with me. And with the armed guards standing at the foot of the stairs blocking your exit. You may touch the crown if and when you become queen, and not before.
Become queen? Interesting. Hypothetically, how exactly would a person become queen of Bermuda?
You have to earn it, win it, wrest it from the iron grip of the previous queen. Most people can't manage that, of course. But by the traditions of Bermuda, all are welcome to try. To become queen, you must show your qualifications by defeating the current queen in 3 contests. The contests test your heartiness, your seriousness, and your intelligence.
3 trials. It's just like becoming a pirate.
It's nothing like becoming a pirate.
Well, except for the 3 trials part.
Contests. They're contests.
Thank you for the audience. I'll take my leave.
Very well. You may go.
These matches are specially formulated for freezing temperatures. Disclaimer: will not light underwater.